Kanan messing with Nick's brother, but you don't know what the work is.
He is changing up. He ain't the same.
Kanan says you talk a lot.
Your stupid little brother went to scrap Mom's house, and then she came to the precinct.
Your brother need to make this shit right.
I'm on it.
Enemies are dangerous, especially when they're family.
I've been sick pretty much all week. But besides that, Lamont, my brother, thank you for being here. Thank you for your patience. How you doing over there, man? How you doing?
I'm hanging tough, man. And like any good teammate, I'm here to carry the load. If you need me to, let's do it.
Already, man. And like I said, guys, this is Power, Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 3, Episode 7, titled Where All Are Guilty. Lou's drinking creates a problem for the whole family when Chantel, Scrap's mother, goes looking for justice. Kanan assimilates into Ronnie's crew, and Rock formulates a new plan for Unique's former heroin operation. Lamont, I did not even know that was Scrap's mother's name, Chantel or Chantel. Did you know that before yourself?
I had no idea, but my cheerleader wants to come and say hello. She heard that you're not feeling that great, and she wants you to know that she wants you to feel good, right, Elle?
Oh, thank you, sweetie pie. How you
Say,
doing,
you
pretty
say,
princess?
be Avery, get better soon. Can you say that?
Be Avery, get better soon.
Oh, thank you so much. Is pink your favorite color? Is pink your favorite color, man? Because you wear a lot of pink, and it looks good on you. I like it. I like it. Keep it up.
Hey, that's what I'm going.
No. Now you got to go, Elle. You told him to sleep good. He's gonna sleep good. We got to get him out of here. Elle. He's got to go to the doctor. So go. You can do your part to help out this team. Go. Thank you.
Already.
No, I didn't know her name, B. Avery. I had no idea what her name is, but I know what her name going to be after this episode.
Yeah, man. The episode was good, man, but I'm disappointed, man. Lou is trash, man. Lou is garbage.
What?
Man. Yeah, he's making a mess. He destroying lives because of his f-ups. That was we'll save it to the end, man. But I was bummed out, man. I was going to send you a DM, just like, hey, I finished the episode. Damn, I'm shaking my head, but I was like, no, I don't even want to, lead them on like that and set up some expectations. But I was feeling really depressed at the end of this episode, man. Luke, he drunk the whole episode, up in the studio in the booth, trying to get his music on. That's ridiculous. But I'm gonna say that question for later. But man, the way it started off, I was nervous. I was scared, man. Ronnie Myers is coming through with his henchmen, knocking down doors. Pat is in here trying to smoke the free marijuana that Kanan got him, filling out crossword puzzles, sipping his tea, sipping his coffee, trying to do his damn thing. Man, that's why you always have to have the pistola right there on your hip, on your waist, on the bedside table, because you never know who is going to kick in the door. I thought, not only did I think that Paul was going to die, I thought Famous was going to die too. I was scared as hell, Lamont, at the very beginning of this episode. And first of all, I mean, I understand that Kanan is upset. I understand that Kanan is pissed off on it. He has every right to be, but it's a big, their friendship, their relationship goes much deeper than that, man. I really wanted Kanan to speak up much faster than he did. He's like, damn, Kanan, did you really say that about me? Cuz did I be talking? Dang, Kanan, can you please get Ronnie off of my back? I'm and Ronnie over there talking like this with this OCD, hanging up sweaters and jackets on the coat racks and stuff like that. I can pretty much imagine you didn't really care if Paul died, but I can imagine that you didn't want Famous to die. But I was nervous as hell at the very beginning of this episode, man. The tension was through the mother freaking roof. How did you feel with this opening? I thought it was fantastic, if you couldn't tell. But what was going through your mind at the beginning of this episode where Ronnie Myers coming through wrecking shop on everybody?
I thought the whole episode was fantastic. I think the whole season has been fantastic. And we knew at some point in time that Ichabod Crane was going to have to get checked.
Yeah.
We knew that this was going to have to happen because, first of all, he's getting a lot of benefits from Kanan in this organization he's running. And for him to go and try to check Kanan has got a whole new swag, a whole new crew helping him build this business. And Ronnie just had to let Ichabod Crane know, bruh, you talk. And if you're going to keep talking, you ain't going to be walking. It was so bad, it made the man piss on himself, B. Avery.
Right.
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
So one thing that bosses do, they either lead with intimidation or they lead through respect or both. Ronnie solely right now is trying to lead through pure intimidation. And for a minute there, it felt like Kanan was in control of Ronnie Michael Myers. It was like Kanan is driving. Ronnie Michael Myers is a killer machine that Kanan is driving, because Kanan basically was calling the shots not only on Ichabod Crane, but also on Famous. Now, with Fame and Kanan, Ronnie went so hard on Famous. There was a moment when you could look in Kanan's eyes, and all that Kanan and Famous have been through in terms of friends, you could see it on Kanan's face like, yeah, I want you to check him, but I don't want you to go this hard at him. And I got to say, Makai is doing a damn good job of acting wholeheartedly with his body acting, from the face to the tones to the way he walked. But for a minute there, he was a little soft on the way Famous were getting treated. But I didn't think, I never was in fear that Famous was going to die this episode.
Really? Okay.
Nope.
I was, man, and I was going to be disappointed. I really was. I know there's been speculation, theories. I even think you said yourself, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, man, that you think that Ronnie is going to get Kanan to kill Famous to show his loyalty or show how down he is, man. And
right,
I'm just not ready for that, Lamont. I'm just not, bro. You know, there's always one of those things that will happen in the show to where I'm just like, you know what? I'm out. This is too much. I can't do it anymore. Now, off the top of my head, I really can't think what those were in the past, but I know I felt like that before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can remember one of them. I think I said that because I think I was afraid that Ronnie was going to rape Panissa or something like that, or beat the crap out of her. I think I'll clock out if I saw that happen, or it just depends on how it was depicted. Just some stuff is just too much, and I can't deal with, but everybody's different, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen. But did you think that Paul was going to die? And I know you probably don't give a damn, but you think that he was going to die?
No, because right now he's still an essential part of this organization. He's responsible for gathering the crew. They've known him a little longer than they've known Kanan, even though Kanan is taking better care of him. I just didn't feel like it was time to get rid of him yet. And if you do get rid of him, you're going to bring heat on the very building that you guys are running your organization out of currently.
Right.
So I never felt like he was going to die this episode either. I just felt like now I did think that they might torture him a little more, but he didn't need it because dude sat there and pissed in his pants right beside Ronnie Michael Myers. So they didn't need to do any torture at all.
Right. Right. They shook the fear in them. I can't think of what I'm trying to say, but it worked. I think that Paul took the message like, okay, these guys are not effing around. Truly a humbling experience, because he was out there just talking all types of trash, like, oh, you're a child, you're in high school.
Yeah,
I'm a grown man. Like, yeah, buddy, you dropped the ball there. Well, but speaking about organizations, we have this Asian organization right here. Unique is supposedly dead. We still have not found a body. I'm still thinking that he's gonna pop up in episode 9, episode 10, like, ha, mother effers, I'm here. God damn it, I've been in the cut chilling, with my telescope, my binoculars, seeing what everybody's doing from the side. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Oh man. See,
good.
That's what I get for trying to be silly. But man, my bad, y'all. Rock shows up and be like, hey man, your business is not changing. Okay, even though we don't know what happened to Unique, I'm taking this place. And I like the reaction here. It wouldn't really make sense for him just to be all willy-nilly at the very beginning, be like, okay, sure, Unique's out, come. I mean, you're gonna be skeptical, you're gonna be a little reticent, going to be doubtful of, how to proceed. He talked about moving the weight around the city is not as easy as it seemed. And they have a whole business down there with gambling and casinos that Rock and the rest of the Thompsons have absolutely no part in whatsoever. So it's a lot of moving parts. I mean, they have an underground casino. You know what I'm saying? That's, one wrong word, one slip up from anybody participating that could blow the whole spot up. You know what I'm saying? And I like the way that I forgot if he's Chinese or Korean, because I know that he had a feelings about a certain one of them, but I like that he was really stern in his position, but he wasn't rude and just talking shit. He was like, I'm a pass. He held out his hand and like, but I appreciate your interest. He's trying to be professional. I respect that. I really do like that a lot. He wasn't just like, get the F out of here. You're black, blah, 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 blah. So I like that. Moving forward, what did you think about the scene? And moving forward, is this going to be an ally or a villain at the end of the season where it's going to be some type of shootout, kind of like it was with the Italians at the end of last season?
I don't think it's going to be anything between Rock and Mr. Sayonara. I love the way he looked. He had that old school 1980s Master Splinter look. So my new nickname for him is Mr. Sayonara. And I appreciate that he respected her, even though she was a woman, because she says she know how to get this damn job done. And for him, at the end of the day, he's just worried about getting the job done. If there is going to be an issue with them, B. Avery, it's going to be because she didn't get something done. She didn't get the job done with him. And remember, this referral of Unique, the referral of Rock, this all comes from our Italian mafia buddy. And he done told Rock, you in this thing forever. There's only one way you getting out of this, Rock. And folks, he's talking about death. And so I don't see Mr. Sayonara doing anything to mess up the relationship he has with Rock, because then he'd be messing with the Italian mob. So I think that Rock and the Asian delegation are going to be good.
I do too. I like them, especially the meeting that Rock and Marvin had a little bit later at the restaurant when they met the uncle. I like how that whole thing went down where they're talking about margins and stuff. We'll talk about that in a second, but I do want this to flourish quite well. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully it is not a shootout. Hopefully it ends up much better than it was with the Italians, and all that good stuff right there. Now, we got Famous trying to get his gun, trying to get out of there real quick. Don't blame him whatsoever. I think that's the same weapon that he used to defend himself in the hallway a number of episodes ago.
Well, B. Avery, we got to correct that. That wasn't a defense. That was him doing a robbery.
Really?
Yeah.
Help me out. Famous was trying to. I don't remember. Famous was trying to rob the guy.
Yeah, he was trying to rob the guy, my man. He was trying to rob him.
Hold on. So wait. I can't remember if that was season 1 or 2, because old buddy held them up outside somewhere, outside the resident. Like, hey, give me your chain, give me your money, or something like that. And then Famous went to go. You saying Famous went to go get his stuff back?
Basically.
Okay. Well, I guess that's not. I don't know. I mean, is it a robbery if you're asking for your stuff back? But I don't know. I mean, technically, it don't really matter, I guess. But how you want to.
It was season 2. It was season 2.
Okay. I remember that vaguely. But yeah, Famous, moves back in there. Moves back in there. Excuse me. Moves back in with his mom. And man, he barely put that gun up right before his mom came in there to see. And I love this scene right here between him and his mother. And then I forgot his name. His name is Sean, But one of the things I was thinking of, he was like, Mom, I got into some really stupid shit, and they was having a lovely Kodak moment. And I was just saying to myself, oh my goodness gracious. He is having a lovely Kodak moment with his mom. They are projecting his death right here. Is Famous going to die at the end of the episode? And I'm really glad that he didn't die. But that's what I was thinking right there. Like, there's the reason why they're doing this right now is because Famous is going to die at the end of the episode. Am I tripping, or what did you think about that scene and him moving back in with his mom?
Sometimes that can be a foreshadowing moment, as Moochie would say. But it could also been a foreshadowing moment that his mama's going to die, B. Avery.
Oh Lord.
Now, for me, I always had the theory that if Famous moved back in with his mama, he was going to survive this whole entire season. So I'm fully confident that he's back in with his mama. He's surviving. Now, if he would have just been out on the street, getting kicked out of his own damn crib is bad enough. But if he would have had to been out on the street, then I would have said he would have been a wild card, and they would have probably had to take him out because he's backed up in the corner. But now that he's back in the comforts of his mom's house and all that, he's going to survive, but he's going to probably have to worry about that mama. And he's got that killing weapon that killed somebody in the mama's house. It's only fitting, B. Avery, that the mama at some point in time going to find that gun. It's only fitting.
Hopefully not, man. Hopefully not. I really don't want that to happen. But I don't see the mom dying. That's just that would be just too random to me. And I'm really curious on. I mean, Famous has moved out now, and Ronnie has moved in, and so I don't even know what the relationship is going to be like between Famous and Kanan. It's kind of like they're writing him out the show a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like they have no reason to interact with each other anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like the way he was sitting at the edge of the bed, like I don't want to be a part of this life anymore. You know, Kanan don't want me there. He feel like I betrayed him. If I look at Ronnie the wrong way, he gonna snap my neck. If I was Famous, I wouldn't dare be in Kanan's presence again ever. You know, because I'm trying to stay alive. But you guys let us know what you think in that comment section below. But now we're what is this right here? Oh, that's more images of Ronnie. But this task force right here, they have these images of Marvin, man, and your boy Detective Howard is playing hopscotch, man. He is working pretty quick. You know, he got the bald head coming through like the African American Mr. Clean, trying to clean up all these messes over here. I mean, my goodness gracious, the luck of the draw. What if he was in the bathroom during this time right here when he saw Chantel coming in here saying that I have some information about my son being murdered? I got to give it to Howard, man. He is thinking quick. His head is on the swivel. You know, just think, you know what? This guy right over here, he has all the information on all the streets. He'll be able to talk to you. Oh, he looks a little busy right now. Oh, that's just some bride that's always complaining about parking. I mean, he was thinking quick, like super duper quick, man. I got to give it to him. You know, and yeah, he was playing chess right here. But I liked it. I mean, I have a love-hate relationship with Howard right now, to be honest with you. But I still got to give it to him for thinking quick like this, man, and playing interference. What was you thinking about all this? What's your take?
First thing I want to tell the people is, can we not forget just how good of a damn job the OG Omar Epps is doing acting? He's doing such a good job. You tend to forget that acting is hard. And this brother, the OG, is killing it with his swag, with the way he's performing this character, the back and forth. I enjoyed how he finessed his way out of the seat of old Tanner Sachs to intervene in Scrappy situation because, folks, his ass is on the line for all this stuff too. Rock got all the dirt on him just as much as he's got all the dirt on her. They're in tandem. They're strange bedfellows, and he's doing everything he can to protect himself, his son, and lastly, the Thomas family.
Yeah. It's well said. I really want to know what's going to happen to this guy right here. You said Tanner Sachs or whatever. But one thing that did surprise me, I didn't think we was going to be here again with Joe. This is crazy. I mean, we see him in the park with Marvin. He talking about writing a piece on his family in Jukebox, but he leaving his baby girls out in the car for hours. He was like a few minutes, half an hour, okay, maybe a few hours. Bruh, look at the marks on the arm. Like, this is nuts. And I don't like to judge people, you know what I'm saying? But I love the tough love that Marvin gave him. Like, man, you got to get your S together, you know, your shit together. You know, how long would they have been out there if I didn't pull up on you? You know, you're effing up, Joe. I loved it all, man. I didn't know what to think of initially. I didn't know what Marvin was doing. I didn't know when he said, what the F? I'm like, okay, Marvin, you don't want to just be running up on no car with some little white kids in the back or whatever. Somebody gonna get the wrong idea, you know. But once he revealed itself, I was like, oh, okay, these are Joe's kids or whatever. But this broke my motherfucking heart right here, man. Seeing all those marks in his arms, you know. Is Joe gonna get his stuff together, bro, or is he gonna continue to go downhill, man, and end up dead somewhere?
Joe is deep in the throes of it, man. His arm looked like a damn airplane runway. I mean, it was pathetic. Like, Joe, what the hell are you doing? Now, yeah. I get that he wanted to put his kids out the house, maybe for the fact of he didn't know how he was going to behave once he's on the stuff. But a better plan would have been to put him in the basement, do something. Don't leave him in the freezing cold car. And all that Gerald is doing, I had to start calling him Junkie Gerald. Yeah. All he's doing is setting up Marvin's character. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever seen the perfect TV anti-hero, his name is Marvin. He need to go get signed with the MCU, because this character has went from someone doing, and he's still doing bad deeds, don't get me wrong, but that's what an anti-hero does. They do some dastardly things, but the crowd is rooting for him. He has so turned himself around that we are in full root for him. We're cheerleading for Marvin because he's doing good things for a lot of people. His daughter, for Marvin. Even though we don't like what Rock asked him to do, he's still showing strong loyalty to his family, which is Rock. And all Gerald is doing is a device piece that is setting Marvin up for whatever happens to him. We're going to be sick as a dog. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, I don't think he's going to die. I think he's going to jail.
Marvin or Joe? Or Gerald?
Marvin.
Okay, good. Yeah, man, I can live with that, man. I definitely don't want him to die. Do you think Joe's is it I'm sorry, is it Joe or Gerald? Is it both?
Gerald.
Okay, is Joe for short?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I gotta get it together. I'm trying to pull up the cast list right now. Marvin coming through with the milk and cookies. You know, sweet. I love the fact that they was calling him Uncle Marvin. I think that's lovely. They trust and know this man right here. You know, I don't think it'll ever get to the point to where he adopts them or anything like that. But do you think that his daughters, Gerald's kids, knows what's going on with their dad, or do you think they're completely oblivious?
No, I don't. They might not know what he's doing, but they know something bad is going on. And B. Avery and the audience, can you imagine the psychological trauma these kids are dealing with? I mean, Gerald told you about his wife, who was a junkie, who turned him on and then left.
Right.
Gerald told you that family members don't want to be around him because his problem with his drugs is so bad. And you know, those same family members know that these kids are in his custody. And yet no one has told on him, but we got social services sniffing around Rock. At some point in time, you know, they're going to have to meet at the cross, because he is as much of an unfit parent as they get. And granted, you know, he tried to play on your heartstrings when he told you about his wife. But at this point in time, dude, you got the kids. You got to step up, and either you accept what you got as a responsibility, or you let the kids go to someone who can do a better job of taking care of them.
Right on. We got big loudmouth McGee over here. I was just like, damn, will you turn the mic down, please? It just seems like she got a intercom in front of her face every time she talks or whatever. I do like.
Wow, B. Avery.
What's up?
Wow, you wouldn't be saying she's a loud black woman, would you?
Oh man, well, when you spin it like that, you know, hey, she's loud and she happens to be black. You know, I still got some love for her, but yeah, she's a lot. She really is.
Yeah.
And I really want this group to make it right here, man, especially because, you know, this is Juke's passion right here, man. She wants to be in this group. You know, she doesn't want to be here at the recruiting office. I mean, look how happy Juke is here. Well, she don't actually look that happy in that shot, but y'all get the idea. Opposed to this right here. You know what I'm saying? Also, we're going to be talking about Kanan a little bit later on and how he effing everything up. But how far do you think it's going to go, bro? You think how far do you think it's going to go? Because we know it doesn't, go all the way. But how far do you think it's going to go?
With great value SWV.
Yeah.
They're gonna get broke up. They're gonna get broke up quicker than the Jackson 5. Now I am liking their manager here.
Damn.
This
was Jackson 5? Okay.
This was the first time I actually felt like she's working for the girls.
Okay.
First time.
I got you.
But that's not what's gonna destroy this group. Something we're gonna talk about later is what's gonna destroy this group.
Gotcha. I'm glad you brought that up because I was watching. I was like, oh, I can't wait to ask Lamont this. Let me take some notes here. I think we're on the same page, but we're gonna wait there. Something
SW3. SW3 is gonna be SW2.
Man, maybe SW nothing. Maybe SW0.
That's right.
But what I got it may not be funny to y'all, but I got a good little laugh out of this right here. Howard, slamming the door. I went back a few times and I was like, he being extra right here.
So B,
dumbass brother. Go ahead.
So that was the scene that made me talk about how great of an actor he is. Like he's doing such a good job by doing little things like that. You forget that this dude is an OG seasoned, should have every acting award possible because he does those little insights. So I picked up on that scene too, and I was just laughing my ass off. It was like he slammed the door like he was praising God while he was damning somebody.
Yeah. It was I got a good laugh out of that right there. I was trying to grab a screenshot. I missed it. I thought, no, I gotta go back and get this particular screenshot right here. God damn it, mother effer, man. And the thing about it is he being petty, but he really did enjoy grilling Rock right here too. Yo, dumbass brother, and he had every right too. He may have taken a little further than he needed to when he was like, do you fuck everything up? Because like you said, I'm starting to agree with you. Now he is kind of bitter and butthurt that he can't get in those draws no more. But good acting from Rock as well. When she was like, and then he went down to the police station and opened his mouth. The way she kind of just shifted her weight a little bit, I was like, she was shocked. Like, damn it, Lou, what are you doing? That's just the dumbest stuff in the world, right there. But what did you think about how you talked about Howard? But what did you think about her reaction to the news that Howard is out here spilling the beans, being a drunkard?
Well, the way she reacted to Lou. During this exchange with her and Howard, there was a pause from her where she didn't say nothing. Right. Well, like you said, she had to gather herself because that put her back. That set her back a few, y'all, to think about that. And the way Howard delivered it, like, I'm in control. Yeah. You think you in control, I'm in control because I keep saving this Thomas family. Yeah. And I really didn't like the way he let her get away with flipping the ball back in his court, where she went and said, "Remember, I got X, Y, and Z on you." Blah 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 blah. Okay, with her deep ass voice, like I said, you would just had to get that from the back and make sure ain't nothing dangling. I would like to have seen Howard say, "Look, you can say all that S you want to, but we in this bed together. What you got on me, I got on you, then some. You can go and run your mouth to the feds and the police if you want to. I can do the same thing, but I can also make your life worse by telling everybody you was a snitch on high post and that you lied. So I can really make your life a living hell. Do you want to go down that road?" And he might man up at some point in time and take that stance, but I think he's just pulling his punches right now. Because at the end of the day, Rock thinks she's in control of him when he's her best friend on the inside, and she needs to heed that warning.
Yeah, man. Well said. I agree with you 100%. I didn't really care for the way that she flipped them on him either. So good stuff right there. But here we are. Rock with the hot pink pants. Even though she's evil as hell. Dragon Lady. She
Yeah,
was
boy.
sexy.
Yes,
You know,
boy.
we gotta say that right there. Big loop
Care
earring.
how
all
deep
that.
that voice is.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
care how deep that voice is.
You tripping.
Only two in the world, boy. Her and
Right.
Tony Braxton.
Right. I I'm laughing at a DM somebody just sent me. They are now at the Golden Pavilion. Bro, I got a taste for some Chinese food now, man. This is crazy. I really do. But yeah, they're getting the news. Marvin is saying that he's shocked as well. I'm like, man, if it wasn't for Detective Howard at the police station, we'd be up a creek. But let's go in here and try to make this business work, you know. And it just really ended up working in their favor. Again, you can't get mad at nobody because they don't want to do business no more. The switch up is random as hell. You know, don't nobody want to end up dead. They just try to make some extra income. But I love the dialogue right here between everybody. To me, right now, this is the most interesting story plot point, subplot that is going on in the episode right now. They meet the uncle. I even got a little laugh. You know, Marvin is always eating. Earlier, he was eating the was it the honey
cornflakes?
Yeah, cornflakes or whatever it was, the cereal at Gerald's crib, and now he eating the rice here. The brother's always eating. I'm not mad at him. High metabolism. But the uncle is cool. The uncle look like, you know, he'll stab you in the eyeballs with the chopsticks if you look at him the wrong way, you know.
Damn right.
He looks peaceful, but you know, don't cross him. I like the Asian uncle, man. You know, he owns all the restaurants, and you know, hey, I want a percentage of your business, but I will share your profits and your losses, which is fair. You know, it's not just one way. What did you think about this whole transaction right here, man? What you think?
I love Uncle Sensei. That's what I'm gonna call him, Uncle Sensei, because he's up here just like, you know what? I summit my businesses. I know what's going on. I want to keep my hands clean, and I want you to give me a cut of the money, good or bad. You can set up shop in all my businesses. And I think he's going to be a key ally. And when this stuff hit the fan, I think he's going to hold them down, because the niece and nephew, they scared of shit right now, BA. They don't want to have nothing to do with nothing. They scared. But not Uncle.
And I don't blame him. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't blame him either. But Uncle Sensei's about that paper. And that's what he's going to do. That's how they're going to get this thing rolling. And I was laughing at how Marvin wanted to know that they have a number 32 at all the restaurants. Marvin's little alley every once in a while. God bless America, or something he said. You know, he always got the extra commentary. You know, and sometimes, you know, somebody can talk out of place. You know, but he got the right temperature, Marvin. You know, he knows when to say something, when to speak, and he knows not when to speak. And so I like that there. But yeah, I agree with you 100%. Uncle, what you call him, Uncle Sensei or Mr. Sensei? Yeah. Yep. I like him too. I think he's going to be a great ally. Hopefully, we are not wrong. We are right in that assessment right there. But what's up with your girl Aisha, man? Jukebox. She is naive as I can't think of anything clever to say. But man, bro, how is everybody able to peep? First of all, she's puking in the bathroom. I believe, what is she, bulimic? Is that what it's called? You know what? It's called? I remember when I was a child. Purging. Huh? She purging, man. She purging, trying to stay skinny.
That's sad. That's really sad. You know, seek therapy, get help. Not judging nobody. As a child, I remember seeing a movie on Lifetime of I think she was a little white girl in high school that was doing that. And I think her family caught on to her doing it in the bathroom. So she switched it up and started puking in jars in her bedroom and would store the puke jars in her closet. And then when that would back up, she would put all the jars in a trash bag and, you know, dump them out in some random field. It was crazy. I saw that as a child. I never saw anything like that before. And I was like, oh my gosh, those Lifetime movies are a trip. Do they even still come on?
Hell yeah.
Still a thing? Okay.
Yeah, man. Oh my God. There's filmmakers that do nothing but make Lifetime movies and Christmas movies and making killer.
Gotcha. I'm gonna have to try to find that movie. It was a long time ago, early 90s. But yeah, puke box over here, man. And Crystal, come on, Crystal, what you doing, man? Why? I mean, I know they're young, but damn, cuz like this is just tacky. And the thing about what I was talking about, Aisha, everybody's able to peep game except for her. Like, what are your eyes? You walking around like this with your eyes closed? Everybody knew what this was right here, and the look and the body language, and you know what I'm saying? They flirting and feeling each other. Hey, Kanan, you want my coochie? Like it's just crazy. Juke was able to pick up game. Aisha just like, oh my God, we're going to, like, you get what I'm trying to say. Like Aisha just did not see it. And Juke confronted her like, hey man, you know, Aisha is with Kanan, leave her alone. You know, we don't need this mess right here. And they cussing each other out, and it's just ridiculous. I don't like it. And I think this is what you was talking about earlier. This is what's going to be the downfall of their relationship, other than the manager. And guys, you're gonna miss the movie. Okay, they're kissing, and they're gonna have to rewind it or rent it when it comes on VHS, because they're smooching in the kitchen and the smooching. Kanan, if you don't calm your horny dog tail down, man, if you just would have chilled, you probably could have been in there in another week or two or whatever. But he had to try to grab the boobies and all of that in the theater, and that was wrong of him, you know, for leaving her like that. But yeah, that's just the card he wanted to play. What did you think about this whole mess right here? The movie theater, and also Crystal being a harlot.
Well,
and the puking. Sorry.
Like you said, Aisha needs to get some professional help, and she's about to get it. For the longest time, you've asked me over the course of the week, how is it that Juke and Aisha going to get together when Juke is putting Aisha on Kanan? And I continuously told you there was going to have to be an incident, something that separates them. Well, this is the incident. This is it. Yeah. This is what's going to drive the wedge, because Kanan is moving really fast right now. He thinks he's a man, and he's looking for a woman that thinks she's a man. Aisha is still kind of like teeny boppering. Crystal, on the other hand, think her ass is grown.
Right.
And so you can already imagine he's going to get them panty thongs. He probably ain't got to kiss her and going to have the panty thongs. He's going to get them quick. And Juke is right to have stepped in and checked him for leaving her letting her go home on the movie theater by herself. The only thing you could say is at least you knew what he was about. You know he wasn't there for the long run. And, you know, that was somewhat of a punk move. I didn't get what I want, so I'm not going to give you what you want and assist you back home. That's a punk move, knowing that this is not some random chick here. This is your cousin's friend, and this is your cousin's business dance singing group mate. Something happened to her, you messing up opportunity for your cousin, and that was just a total bitch move on his part.
Yeah, it was, man. It really was. You know, we see what happens at the end, or towards the end of the episode too. He pretty much got the ass right here. This may have been his third body. I can't remember. It's definitely his second. Look at it. She got the eyes and all that. Like, yeah,
she grown.
He did knock down his neighbor and then the mama last season. So that was 2. Am I correct? Did he? I know he knocked down the mama, but did he knock down the daughter too? I can't remember.
I don't remember the daughter, but he sure enough got that mama.
Yeah, he sure did get the mama. And
roll her out like a mule going across the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, man. And I like the way that Juke came to confront him as well. I love Juke in this scene right here, bro. I loved her, how she was not backing down from nobody. You know, get off of me. I'm not telling you nothing. What the F is wrong with y'all? I loved every moment of this. Like, hey, man, you can talk to them like that, but you're not going to talk to me like that. And smack the whatever he was holding in his hand and push Kanan and all of that. This was fantastic. This was the checking that Kanan needed right here, because he's getting a little bit too big for his britches. And like I said, he needed to be checked. I knew nothing was going to happen to Juke right here between the henchmen, the bodyguards, or however you want to describe them. Ronnie over here looking crazy. But also on the flip side, I like how Kanan checked Ronnie too. Like, you ain't talking to my family at all. They don't got nothing to do with you. So I like that as well, man. But how did you feel about the check-in right here? Because like I said, I loved it.
Oh, I loved every minute of it too. And Juke came in there chest out, literally, because she know this boy. She been rocking with him since he was in diapers. She know him inside and out. And she know that he ain't no grown man. Plus, she mad at how he treated a girl that she deep in her heart really want, that she was trying to pass on you so that she wouldn't have to deal with the trauma of being in love again. And you treated her like that.
Yeah.
And then you up here with this punk thinking you're going to do something? Nah. I was proud of the way Jukebox came up there to try to confront him. And deep down on the inside, Kanan know that of all the people on God's earth that he can rely on and count on and trust, it's Juke. And now you might be giving that up for Ronnie. And I did like the way he checked Ronnie, which showed you that he do still care about Juke. When he was talking about family, he was 100% speaking about Juke being top tier in the family that he care about. And you can't allow Ronnie to do anything to Juke, because then Ronnie is going to have hell to pay from the whole Thomas family, and that's going to mess up his organization. So at the end of the day, even though we know Juke survived to be in the original power, that don't mean they couldn't dirty her up a little bit. But I had no question in my heart that nothing was going to happen to her, because that would be a fatal move for all people involved.
Yeah.
And did you see when Ronnie said, "Do you want me to talk to her?"
Yeah. Right. I love
Nigga.
I love Kanan's response to it too. Yeah, no.
Nah, bruh. Somebody need to talk to you.
Yeah,
Gee.
for real. And I'm sorry, y'all, all the sniffing and the tissue wiping and all that. Please forgive me. We pretty much saw this a mile away. Juliana and Ronnie gonna get it in. I kind of thought he would have warmed up a little bit by now. But why they at the crib though? Why they at Panissa crib? Like, why you not at her crib? And Panissa comes in there and like, I really wanted Panissa to pull out a gun and just shoot him right there. Like, I was so pissed off about the amount of disrespect that he was throwing towards her. Get your shit and leave, get your shit and get out. Like, that is not your house, cuz. I was really pissed, man. I really wanted her to shoot him. I really, really wanted her to shoot him. What was you thinking during this scene?
I was thinking, ew, both of y'all horrible kisses. Yuck.
Yeah, that's
it. Like, I'm glad y'all didn't go all the way in and show us the whole damn scene. That would have been like a slug on a turtle having sex. Nasty. Nobody want to see that. And I think Panissa is never going to get a backbone with him, because she's aware of just how, like, there's levels to crazy. He's like the ultimate crazy, and she's not going to do anything. She wants to just be away from it. Yeah, it's her crib. He should have no right to be kicking her out. But Panissa is trying to take herself out of the situation. And when you heard Juliana say, I'm paraphrasing, something about, family are the worst ones, you got to keep an eye on, whatever she said. I think that she was not only trying to draw the parallel of the people in his family, but she's also wanting to take out her cousin so she can be the head be in charge over that organization too. And through her use of panty draws, she's going to manipulate him and have him do that dirty work for her too.
Yeah. Do you think Ronnie's going to murder her at some point?
For some reason, I don't think nothing's going to happen to her.
Good.
I think that he might try to attempt to do something to her, but somehow or another it's gonna be stopped, and that might be when Neek show up. Maybe Rocka have mercy on her soul, but I just don't see him taking out Panissa.
Okay. Good, man. Same here. Another little story point that I'm did not know was gonna continue to show his face here is Howard and Burke's dad. I kind of thought this was gonna kind of die out and go on somewhere. And it's interesting. I mean, you are the murderer. You murdered her. I kind of don't blame him. Just how ridiculous Burke was acting. Just like, I'm gonna snitch on you for something you did 20 years ago that don't got nothing to do with nothing. Like that was, that was so stupid. But what did you think about this though? Adina and the dads Hawking and them getting along. Like, why do you think they're still showing us this right here? Do you care at all?
Well, they still showing us this because they want us to know that that this Burke case is not going away. It's not going away. I actually thought this might have been the moment in which Captain Burke was going to turn on Detective Howard and be like, bruh, I think what she was saying about you is true, and we need to investigate you, but it wasn't. And when they put Adina and him together, I thought that maybe Adina was going to jump in there and get on it. But no, Howard, when he scared Adina earlier this season, it obviously worked because she sounded like she has given up on anything dealing with the case. And so now the baton was passed to the daddy, who's having second thoughts about everything Burke said. And if you recall, before she died, she went there and told him that she thinks Howard is involved in all these crimes. And if he's having second thoughts about Burke, that's got to be something that's on his mind. So maybe it's going to come down to Captain Burke being the one to save Burke's death and put Howard under pressure.
Right on, right on. Y'all let us know what y'all think about that right there. Speaking about Howard again, he got the promotion unofficially.
Yeah.
He is at the 1 yard line. They just said, hey, we got to, that's the wrong image. We got to talk to some people, do a background check, but it's basically yours. Just make sure that nobody talks to Howard's ex-girlfriends or anything like that. So that's interesting. You have any commentary there?
He's not going to pass this 1%. They made
Really?
a point for us to no, he's not, because of what happened at the end of this episode. And the reason why that's going to be an issue is because Howard is not the only one that talked to Scrap Mama. Whoever little buddy was that brought Scrap Mama in that Howard sent away is going to say that she had a confession to make that was going on these streets, and she had given him a little bit of information, and he had been working with her all this time. So we don't know how much information that he really has. That's going to come up, and when that comes up, that's going to stop him from getting this promotion.
Okay. I didn't think that at all, bro. I was just that's why I didn't have much commentary on it. I was like, I'm gonna let you have it, and you tell me what you think. What do you make of this right here? Rock is trying to, after she met with cousin Sensei over there, he gave her the restaurant and she's scoping out all the scenes and stuff. She's trying to go in here and do research on getting supplies and stuff. And old dude was like, we don't sell to blacks, basically. Get out of here, you monkey woman. Basically. What do you think is going to happen with this right here? You think, what do you think? I have nothing.
Vengeance is going to be held on them. They're going to be involved in something, and she ain't going to have no love for this guy. She's going to probably take him out. She's probably going to use his business to help her business. She didn't go over there scoping all that for nothing. So he's probably going to have to kick the bucket. She's probably going to promote that woman's secretary to do something. But that's what I think is going to happen with them.
I got you. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense right there. Now we got this dumb Diddy over here. Drunk as a skunk.
Dumb Diddy.
Yeah, drunk as a skunk, acting a damn fool. And I don't have the image for it, but even prior to this scene, when the white lady came in there, I was like, oh my God. Is Lamont going to be right again? Are they going to pop off and smash? And I was just like, no way.
I knew you was thinking it.
I was like, no way. Because she was like, oh, I like that. It's emotional. It's moving. And he was a little tipsy too. You know what I'm saying?
It was dark. Yeah, it was dark. Good music. Yeah. He was tipsy. She holding the bottle. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was like, B.A. we're going to be sitting here rolling his eyes.
Bro. I was like, this is stupid as hell. I was like, Lamont is really a writer producer and he ain't told nobody. But that's not what happened. That's not what happened. Lulu was drunk, acting a damn crazy man. And I love the way that Marvin checked his ass too. Love the acting for Marvin as well. Only thing I wanted more from this, I kind of wanted Marvin to slap him at least once or punch him in the gut. that would have really made my day, because he deserved that. Because you told him what went down. Well, if I went and told the police, why am I not at the station right now? Because Rock got a man inside. He's like, yeah, man. Lulu is tripping. Lulu is tripping, bro. He needs to get his ass whooped. And that's when Rock was scoping out the scene. But did you want Lulu to get punched or slapped, or are you happy with the amount of heat that Marvin gave him? Do you think that was enough?
Yeah, I felt like that was enough heat, because at the end of the day, the heat that he gave him was able to compel him to do some things later on. Had he not been compelled to do things later on, then I would have felt like it needed to be more heat. But I was perfectly fine with the heat he put on him. And the sad thing is, my man is so lost in his drunkardness, he's not even realizing the type of stuff he's doing. That's
Right.
dangerous. With the kind of secrets and things you're holding with this family, that's dangerous, dude. That's very dangerous. And like I said, he enshrined that same danger on Famous and had Famous running his mouth.
Yeah.
So, he needed to be slapped around. He needed to be brought to a realization that, dude, is not just you affecting out here on these streets trying to clear your conscience. It's the whole family. You need to shut the hell up.
Yeah. Yeah. What you think about the mama, though?
Good
I don't
riddance.
understand how she can come in there asking for money but talking shit at the same time. Doesn't
Good
really work
riddance.
for me, buddy.
Nah, good riddance. Get her up out of here. Get her up out of here. And I don't like that. How can I put this? She's a dream killer. And by saying that, ladies and gentlemen, all dreams ain't gonna come true. Like, that's just the way life works. But at the same time, just because it didn't work for your husband doesn't mean that it can't work for your son. And obviously something is working enough. He was able to hit you off with a little bit of money, and your butt wasn't even grateful for that.
Yeah.
Damn. Like, you wanted
random.
more.
It was random too. Like, she just popped up,
Yeah. But I'm intrigued by what are they going to do with this mama, because that's not the last we've seen of this mama. That mama
Right.
is going to be used for something else. It's just a matter of what.
Yeah, this is true. I'm spitting everywhere. I'm sorry. I kind of, based on this scene right here, where Juke is going to Rock and be like, "Hey, man, your son is hanging around with these thucksters here, okay? Snaps and all of this." And even going back to Aisha, when I was saying how gullible and naive she was like, "Yeah, they don't seem that bad to me. They seem like some nice guys." I was like, "What the hell is wrong with you, young girl?" Like, but anyway, I kind of wish that Juke knew that Rock is the one that put the gun in Kanan's backpack, because I think she would have had second thoughts about approaching her, about what Kanan is doing right here. We're gonna have to see, but Rock has no room at all to come and try to school Kanan or critique him on what he should and should be doing. I mean, I know she is maybe in the next episode or so, but do you think that Juke did the right move by going and letting Rock know what was going on with Kanan and who he's hanging with?
100%, because Juke is the one in the family that know all the secrets but hasn't gotten her hands dirty, and she's trying to protect her cousin, honestly. And I like what you're talking about with the Great Value SWV. It's like they the new TLC. TLC was crazy, sexy, cool. These guys is young, dumb, and in the middle. So you got Aisha is the young one who is like the girly. Then you got the fast chick who is Crystal. Then you got the one in the middle that's kind of the cool chick, which is Jukebox.
Yeah.
And Jukebox didn't have any choice but to go and tell Rock what was going on. But I'm with you. Would she have said anything? And she's gonna find out. Oh, she's gonna find out that Rock planted that gun on Kanan, which is driving him even further.
Right.
I'm anxious to see how, when she finds that out, I want to know how she's going to treat Rock, because remember, her and Rock was at odds for a little bit, and now they back on good terms. Her and the daddy back on good terms. I'm anxious to see how this all going to play out, bro. I'm here for it.
Yeah. Me too, man. Me too. But what I'm not here for, man, is this ending right here. This was some BS right here. I was upset about this right here. I mean, I understand that you got to clean up your messes and all this, but I just wish they would have written this differently, because this is an innocent woman that did not need to die. Y'all killed the son, and then you killed the mama. This was awful. I was really hoping that he faked her death. Hey, go sneak out the back. You know, I'm gonna let off some shots. You know, move out of town or something. You know, but no, he killed her. I think he shot her in the head, because when she hit the ground, I saw the blood spilling from her head or whatever, man.
That was a gunshot wound in her head right there.
Yeah. This made me very, very, very uncomfortable. We got the ghost of Scrap right here that Lulu is seeing, and I just this really bothered me, bro. It really bothered me. I mean, if anybody had to do it, it should have been Lou, because he's the one that messed it up. But because this innocent woman died because you get drunk and open your mouth, like, what is she supposed to do? Not go tell somebody that was part of the people that murdered her son? It just really made me uncomfortable, man. How'd you feel?
Well, not only that, but y'all killed Scrap thinking he was a snitch, and that was stupid. You done ruined this whole family over some bull jive.
Yeah.
A lot of people was trying to say that maybe he was going to go in there and shoot himself, when your boy Mont said that's not what's going to happen. A lot of people was trying to say that maybe he would fake the death and go out the back door, and your boy Mont said
wait. What do you mean a lot of people was going to say this? Like when you was doing your trailer breakdown or something?
In the comments
okay.
section.
I hadn't seen that. Okay.
Yeah. And your boy Mont said that's not going to happen. She's going to die, and die quick. She's going to heaven, and she's going to take the message of all the Power fans that we miss Scrap. And that's what happened. I mean, honestly, Lou didn't have a choice. I mean, he had a choice, but any other choice he would have made would have went really, really bad for him. And this is all he had to do. This is all he could do. But what he just did was put a big old fatter target on Marvin, because this is going to blow back at that police precinct when this body is found. I felt like they was very sloppy in this killing.
Oh yeah.
He done touched everything. He ain't have on no gloves, no nothing. They got heat on Marvin from Tanner Sachs. And when this comes up and they continue to connect dots, they're not going to think Lulu, they're going to think Marvin. So this could possibly send Marvin to jail over a Lulu F-up. That's what I was thinking.
I agree. It's sad, man. I was just like, this was almost a checkout moment for me. Like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, because, you know, like, I know it's part of the lifestyle, but this was just a triple, double, quadruple F-up of mass proportions because of your drunk ass. It sucks. It's
like, what did he think she was going to do with the information? She thought she was going to pray to God and let go or something. No, nigga, she going to the police. Yeah. She wants some justice for her son.
Right. 100% justifiable. But guys, that's it, man. That's the end of the episode, man. What did y'all think about the episode? What did y'all think about our recap of Power of Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 3, Episode 7, titled Where All Are Guilty? Please let us know down in that comment section. We look at all the comments. We are dying to know. Of course, we'll be back here same time, same place next week with our recap review for Episode 8. Lamont, before we head out of here, my brother, what do you have going on your lovely channel for all the good people out there to look forward to?
I just want to tell everybody thank you. Y'all keep powering my channel. I'm almost at 200,000 subscribers. I'm very grateful. Next week, Hightown is back. Me and my wife, we're back to review that show. Great show. I've turned on so many people. Some of the folks that stars have mentioned how they found out about the show through me. And so I'm grateful for you guys letting people know how you found out about the show. I'll be doing a trailer breakdown for Power Saturday or Sunday, so be on the lookout for that. And then I'll be doing my usual Black entertainment news and more Tuesday and Thursday. And then I'll be back here with my brother B. Avery next week. Season is almost done, ladies and gentlemen. Time to turn it up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Me, myself, I think I'm the only person on the planet that was entertained by this movie. I didn't hate it like everybody else. I had fun with it. And that's Kevin Hart's latest Netflix film, Lift. I also really enjoyed the Book of Clarence right here. So you guys can check out my review for that too. Also, me and Lamont did a recap review for the season of Echo. That's on Hulu and Disney Plus. By the time you see this video, my review for Origin, the latest Ava DuVernay film, should be up and posted and edited. I got to get it done. Just a little bit behind right now because I'm feeling sick. But pray for your boy. Okay, send some good vibes through the YouTube screens and all that to help your boy feel better. Because as soon as we hit stop on this record button, I am going to the doctor, going to care now because it's just not working out. So thank you for your patience. Sorry I didn't have much energy and I'm sniffing and snorting and all that, but I do appreciate you guys. But guys, again, we want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery, that's Lamont, and that's just our opinion. Peace out.